Don't stress, live life one day at a time. Don't drink or drug and you'll be fine.
Welcome back to Staying Sober with Papa Joey. Today I want to talk about how sobriety isn't really cool. And what I mean by that is, lately I've been getting the impression that a lot of people that are putting their podcasts out there, their things on Facebook or the shorts, whatever you call them, reels, that they're glamorizing the fact that they're sober. And they want people to follow them because they're sober. And of course, they all say the same thing: I can help you. I think 1% of everybody's shorts or reels or podcasts that I see actually really want to help people. The rest want the attention. You see, when we were drinking or using, our ego played a big part in our behavior. And a lot of times when people get sober or clean, their ego's still there. And they still want that pat on the back, look at me, how special I am type of a thing. And some people get that from having other people follow them. Now, don't get me wrong, I put this podcast together for the only reason is to help somebody. As I stated before, I've got 31 years, going on 32 years of sobriety. I've helped quite a few people, and there's some people that I couldn't help because of choices they decided to make on their own. That one person who's very close to me is my oldest daughter that I said before passed away 4 years ago from a drug overdose. We talked all the time. She was proud of my sobriety, but for whatever her reasons were, she decided that she was going to continue to use, and she passed. So when I put this podcast together, I said, I just want to make sure I'm doing it for the right reasons. I want to help people. I was writing a book, and somebody mentioned, if you do the podcast, that you might reach more people. So it was all new to me. I mean, I did some advertising, you would say, like on Facebook for business I was in, but for the most part, this is kind of new, but I enjoy it sometimes and sometimes I don't, because it reminds me a lot of my daughter. But going back to what I was saying before about this glamorizing, being sober, sobriety, I never looked at it that way. For me, getting sober was something personal, and I did it because I needed to do it. I hurt myself and I hurt other people, and it was time for me to make a change, and I did. And I never wanted a pat on the back. I still don't like it when somebody says, hey, congratulations on your sobriety. I said, if you knew me before I got sober, you would just say, hey, thank God you got sober, not congratulations. It's nothing to congratulate anybody about, because they made a decision from destroying their life to possibly making it better. But what bothers me the most about a lot of these podcasts are they still talk about the disease of alcoholism. And I think a lot of the people really get into that disease concept because it makes their story a little bit more, they think maybe a little bit more heartfelt. Look at me struggling with this disease, and yet, I'm sober and, all this. And don't get me wrong, it's great that people get sober. It's great. But glamorizing it, I hate. Now, when you talk about the disease of alcoholism, and if you say you have the disease, okay, you do. Be thankful then. Be thankful that if you got a disease, that it's alcoholism. Because all you have to do, not put a drink in you ever again, or put a drug in you if you're an addict ever again, chances are you're going to be fine. You can live your life without worry. Look at a person who has cancer. Some have to go to chemotherapy, radiation, some pills, surgery, months of treatment. all hoping that one day the doctor's going to say, we got it. You're in remission. It's all good. And that person normally goes out and lives their life. They've been through hell with the treatments and everything, and they got a little breath of fresh air, and they go out and they live their life. You with the alcoholism disease, I promise you this, you can go to your doctor a year after you're sober, 5 years after you're sober, 10 years, 20 years, for me 32 years in sobriety. I guarantee you, my doctor will never say to me, Joey, the results came back. Your alcoholism is back. Guarantee that won't happen. Unless, of course, you decide, you choose to put a drink or a drug in. So think about that the next time you tell people that you have a disease just like cancer. It's just like cancer. It's deadly. Think about it. Now, if you keep abusing and using, absolutely, it's going to do damage to you. I have heart disease. I was born with it. They found it when I was 12. I had heart surgery when I was 52 years old. Put a valve in me, took out an aneurysm. Every year I go and get checked to make sure the valve is okay. Hopefully I get some more time on this valve, and if it starts to have issues, they'll put another one in me, hopefully. Okay, I'm going to be 64 years old. But that's a disease. There's nothing I can do. I keep myself in shape, I eat right, but it's going to get worse. Every day it gets worse. All right? I just live my life. Just like when I quit drinking. I said, I'm done drinking, made some changes. That was a part of my life. I don't want it back. And I moved in a different direction. And I just, again, think it's terrible that all this glamorization is out there. People quit drinking. I mean, the celebrities go on these podcasts and they kick back, talk about, what they had to go through and their drinking and their drugging days. Big deal. That's what I have to say. And for me, when I hear a celebrity talk about, they had to go to treatment or whatever, I've seen people in places like AA who were down on their luck, didn't have a pot to piss in, still maintained their sobriety and kept moving on. Then you get some of these celebrities who, they've gone to treatment centers, maybe AA or whatever, and they want a pat on the back. Look how special I am. Let me tell you about when I used to drink. Yet, I guarantee you, most of them didn't have to worry about putting food on their table for their families, or having a place, or having a roof over their head. But they'll come on and tell you how tough they had it. It's pathetic. It really is. So that's my rant. Okay? Stop glamorizing being sober. Be thankful that you're sober. But go out, live your life. And of course, if you're in a position to help somebody, help them. But hopefully you're smart enough to realize you're not going to get somebody sober or keep somebody sober. They have to do it for themselves. Trust me, I wish I could have kept somebody very close to me, sober. But it doesn't work that way. So please, if you're watching this and you've got one of those podcasts out there, focus on truly helping somebody instead of patting yourself on the back, or have other people come on and talk about how they used to drink and all that. Listen, we all got our war stories, and trust me, if you tell me your war story, it's going to be 10 times worse what it was when it really happened. So be grateful that all you got to do is not drink or put a drug in you, and you got a shot at life. Not like people that have cancer, that they hope every day is going to be a good day for them, that they're in remission, and that little fear when they go to the doctors, is everything going to be okay? Or if something appears on their body or something, or they're not feeling right, or they're afraid that the cancer's back. Think about them next time you want that pat on the back, how special you are. Or when you ask somebody, hey, follow me, I'm sober, I'm special. Just think about that. So until the next time, remember, don't drink or use no matter what, and no matter what means no matter what.
Think about your serenity. Be grateful for your sobriety.